I'm Tracey Proctor, a teaching assistant at Leeds City College. It was actually my mum that got in contact with Connect first. My dad passed away in December 2014 and me and my mum had loads of finances and the funeral and everything to deal with. We only had that specific amount of money. And afterwards the bills just kept coming and we didn't have the funds to be able to pay for it. And one day I says, you need to do something, we can't keep avoiding the mailman. Contact Connect and get some advice on how to deal with the situation. And they put us in contact with Money Matters team. They had availability and yeah, it just went on from there.
You are actually very good at budgeting now, but you're on a very tight budget,
yeah.
So if anything happens, it's very easy to sort of knock you off track, isn't it?
I think it was a couple of months ago I got really into a tight spot again, so I then contacted Ben again and said, could you help me?
You did the right thing because you hadn't fallen far behind really, and you got in contact straight away, and then we just made an arrangement for you to just pay a little bit extra and start catching up.
Want it about £5?
Just £5 extra a week, yeah.
I've always been a carer since I was 15. I left school, went into looking after my brother that had cerebral palsy and a lot of other health issues, and then he ultimately passed away. And then I went into caring for my dad and then my mum, which they as well passed away from different conditions. And I was kind of at a crossroads because I'd never been on my own and I didn't know kind of how to move forward with my life because I'd always taken care of them. And Ben came and he suggested, why don't you go to college, there's some courses running that are free for adults. And I was still volunteering, wasn't I, at Hawthorne?
Yeah, well that I think was the precursor to thinking about college, because that was quite a big deal for you because it was the first step out to doing things outside of the home that weren't involved with your immediate family. Starting the volunteering was kind of the first step in building your confidence and actually making you believe that you could go to college and get more qualifications.
Yeah. I didn't believe in myself. I had no confidence, no self-esteem, and in some ways my motivation wasn't there. It needed to be prompted and kind of nurtured and built up over time for me to then say, right, I want to take your advice, I want to go to college and I want to do something with my life rather than just be at home doing what I've always done and hiding from the world. I did a short course with a lady, says, oh, there's some teaching assistant courses happening. I've seen this gradual progression of confidence, your abilities, you can do it. And yeah, I went from being level 2 teaching assistant, supporting in a craft class like what I was doing at Hawthorne. And just before the colleges opened again, I contacted my GCSE English tutor and I said, I want to be your teaching assistant. And he came back a couple of hours after and says, that'd be cool. And yeah, went in September and yeah, it's now.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah, that's what I do now.